The second unit of the year, the American Revolution, is focused on history concepts. Planning templates use chronology and historical process to communicate student learning goals. In addition, history big idea concepts of continuity and change over time, unity and diversity, and perspective are connected to student learning. On this graphic, the right side is meant to represent a possible anchor chart contained within the classroom. Notice how I've placed all of the concepts for the unit at the top. I've included the big ideas and the organizing concepts. At the bottom, a teacher might choose a collection of essential questions that they want to explore with students throughout the unit of study. Using a tool like this is at the heart of concept-based learning because the goal of concept-based teaching and learning involves facilitating learning experiences so students connect the facts and skills that they are learning back to the unit's concepts and essential questions, which were created to illuminate what we want students to understand. For the teacher, this happens through making artful choices about when and how to guide student learning back to the unit's concepts and essential questions. It is these opportunities that allow students to make sense of their learning. Such opportunities might include turn-in talks, class discussions, or writing to learn experiences. In this unit, students address the concept of chronology. The American Revolution includes significant events, people, interactions, and new ideas in a conflict that eventually led to independence for the colonies. Through organizing these elements onto timelines, students are able to identify the structure of events unfolding over time, the actions and intentions of those who were there, and the connections between people, events, ideas, and interactions over time that allows students to think about causes and effects. To arrive at this concept's understandings, students will analyze how cooperation and conflict among people contributes to political, economic, and social division. They'll also use cause and effect relationships to analyze how interactions, events, and ideas impacted various political, social, economic, and military developments. The second organizing concept, historical process, helps to guide students towards more focused practice of historical thinking. While we are supporting students in learning history, our goal is to help students think like historians and use processes that historians use in their daily practice. For example, historians use a variety of sources and perspectives to develop complex historical understanding. In this process, students construct history by using each new source to understand the stories of history with increasing complexity. Textbooks and most videos are classified as secondary sources. These sources were created by historians who analyzed primary sources. Primary sources are the documents, images, journals, and historical pieces of evidence that are used to make sense of history. They are the actual pieces of history. Every time a student explores another perspective or an additional primary source, the story becomes more layered and complex. History is not a single strand or a single story as told in a textbook. History is the fabric of perspectives and stories woven together through the historical process. As students explore this concept, they will independently analyze cartoons, artifacts, artwork, charts, and graphs, and write conclusion statements. And students will use primary and secondary sources to analyze interactions from multiple perspectives, recognize elements of cooperation and conflict, and evaluate their impact within historical context. To support teachers in figuring out how to approach this unit, a document has been created with the title Unit Outline: A Possible Approach, American Revolution. This document lives among the Stage 3 support documents. This outline bundles together different Stage 1 learning goals to offer a possible approach for how teaching and learning might flow throughout the course of the unit. These bundles create 3 different chunks of learning. Notice how this tool is like a cover page, and each bundle can be examined in greater depth with the linked supporting document. Teachers will notice that some chunks include more learning goals than others, and teachers are encouraged to make thoughtful decisions about the time devoted to each chunk of learning. As a note, this is just one approach, and teachers are always open to use different approaches to address the Stage 1 learning goals for this unit. Last, teachers will notice links to various assessment documents that are meant to help teachers think about assessments throughout the course of the unit. As you explore the support that is available for this unit, the following resources are important to highlight. Again, look for the unit outline, A Possible Approach. There's a document titled Maps, American Revolution, which contains links to a number of maps that can be used in the classroom, including outline maps that can be printed and used by students. Last, you'll notice that the unit has many resource bundles. These bundles have been established because they focus on common content and allow you, the teacher, to decide what resources would best support your students in learning content. In addition, remember to look for different resources within your classroom and your school library. If you haven't done so already, teachers are encouraged to join your 5th grade social studies group on Jeffco Schoology. To join this group, you'll need the access code listed at the bottom of this slide. This group allows all of us to think collectively, collaborate, ask questions, learn, and share ideas with each other. Thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful.